Hello everyone and welcome to the Monday forecast. So this is the euro and the US dollar, and it is clearly stuck in a range. So it is clearly range bound in this current area. We have tried to break to the upside, but then it got rejected and it retraced. So I'm expecting more of this range bound price action. I'm expecting something like this. And of course we have the liquidity areas forming below and above the range in these boxes, and it's very important to see how we reach these liquidity areas. So do we ascend into them or do we have a nice break? If we ascend, then we can search for a reversal, either ascend or descend, or if we have a nice break, then we can look for a trend to the upside like this, and then maybe a nice continuation pattern, so a break and retest or a flag, whichever you are trading. Same thing to the downside. We need to see a large conviction impulse, maybe 2 or 3 candle break or a nice clean close or some other good sign. So what we don't want to see is we don't want to see it just break and retrace. That would be a big warning sign. So we want to see a nice break and a nice continuation. That's it for EU. It's currently stuck in this consolidation range. Now the euro and US dollar does like to range for a really long time, so this is completely normal, but we need to wait for a nice trend to the upside or downside. Maybe this leg down will continue, so let's wait a bit more. Of course, Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound days. Now we go to the euro and the Japanese yen, which is also ranging. So we can see we got another break of the most recent high. It looks similar to EU, but then again the overall price action looks also heavily range bound, so looks even a bit worse than EU. What I'm looking for on this one, what I'm waiting for, is a nice clean either ascending or descending, and then a reversal. Of course, I'm also looking for a nice break out of these liquidity areas, and I don't want to see just a break and retrace. That would be a big warning sign. So I need to see a nice conviction break. I don't want to see a small break and then just a retrace. That would signal more of this ranging price action, and I would not be looking for absolutely any trades. So yeah, this one is definitely also range bound. Let's now move to the Aussie pairs, so the Australian dollar and US dollar. Also range bound, but we have got this push to a downside, so I'm expecting a descending into an ascending. Right here I'm expecting this descending going into an ascending, and I'm just expecting a large range in this current area. So as I said, we did get a nice push down, but then the overall price action looks really bad, so no trade for me here. I'm looking for more conviction and a larger break out of this range bound price action. So I would even consider maybe taking a nice break and retest here, but it needs to have a large push and a nice clean close. Also, I will be seeing if maybe we get a descending here and then look for a reversal to the upside. Or if this does continue down, then look for a flag or a break and retest further down. If this goes to the upside, then it would create sort of a V reversal. I would look for a range and I would look for a push up and then a trend to start to the upside. That's usually what happens with this particular pattern. We get a V, we get a range, and then we continue to the upside. Also, let's see if we get the trend up, then look for trades to buy, look for those buy setups, and that would be it on the AU pair. For the Aussie and the Japanese yen, kind of a similar story. We are moving from a descending into an ascending into another descending structure, which is clearly indicating to me a larger range. So like this, and because I'm a trend trader, I'm looking only for a nice push up or a nice push down. I'm looking for a large trend up or a large trend down, so something like this, and then entries to the upside or to the downside, nice impulse, and then some nice entries like this. Let's also see if maybe this descends and we get a nice reversal like this, or if this ascends and we get a nice reversal to a downside like this. Again, reversals don't really tend to work out on AJ. They're not high probability, but if they're really clean and with a clean close, with a nice structure, with a nice ascending descending structure, then I might consider taking them, but overall they just don't tend to work out according to my backtesting. What I'm mainly looking for on this one is a large push up or a large push down, and this as expected, because it's the beginning of the week. This is just moving in a range bound fashion, so that's completely normal. Then we have the pound and the US dollar, which is stuck between the low. This would be the most recent low, this the most recent high, and we are just going from an ascending into a descending structure. So what I'm expecting more of a range like this. I'm definitely expecting a larger range. So again, we then would form these liquidity areas. We need to see what happens in those. Do we just break and retrace, or do we actually break and get some nice large conviction to one direction? Again, on the pound, I'm only looking for a large impulse. I'm only looking for this setup, which would be a large push and then a small pullback and then a continuation with a break and retest entry. Or I would even consider taking a large impulse and then a nice quick flag. That would also be that would also fit my plan. Everything else just doesn't. Reversals don't work out, or at least I don't take them. Also, small continuations from small impulses, from small momentum, don't fit my plan. So let's see if we'll get large momentum up or large momentum down, and then we can take a nice break and retest trade. That's it for GU. Now to the final pair, which is NJ. So that is the New Zealand and the Japanese yen. For this one, also I'm seeing a range bound price action. We are moving from this descending structure into an ascending, into another descending, and then ascending, and then again descending. At this current point, this to me is stuck in a range. We are just breaking the lows, retracing, which we can see here. Broke the low, retraced, broke, retraced, broke, retraced, broke, continued. But because of the overall price action, I don't really like this entry. So even if you get a clean close here, I would not be interested, because it's just stuck in a range. And on Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm being a lot more patient with each of my setups. So let's see if maybe we will get a larger push and then a clean break and retest, or if we will get a larger push and then a nice flag. Those would be really good setups. Also, I would see if we maybe descend, then I would look for a reversal to the upside like this. Reversals do work out on this one, so I am looking for them. Or we can get sort of a V reversal, then a range, then a push up, and then look to buy. So of course, the main thing I'm waiting for is for the price to move away from this range. So either a large push down or a large push up, or a nice clean descending, as I said, and then a reversal. So just something that cleans up the price action and gives us a conviction in one direction. So that'll be it for the forecast. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Again, Mondays and Tuesdays, mostly quiet days. So really waiting for that Wednesday to be more active, and maybe the markets will clean up by then. So that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.